and here today before this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Markey. Senator Nelson.
Dr. Curry wanted to respond to Senator.
Is it possible for me to respond? You basically.
I did not ask you a question.
Really? Why can't she respond, Senator?
Dr. Curry,
you impugned her integrity. I think she's entitled.
You are welcome to respond, Dr.
I was basically called a denier that I'm denying science. Did you read my written testimony? Are you aware that the IPCC and the consensus has no explanation for the increase of ice in the Antarctic? Are you aware that they have no explanation for the fact that the rate of sea level rise from 1920 to 1950 was as large, if not larger, as it currently is? Are you aware that temperatures have been warming for more than 200 years and that in the 20th century, 40% of the warming occurred before 1950 when carbon dioxide was not a factor in the warming? Okay, and I could go on and on. Many of these issues are raised in my written testimony, and most of it is pulled from the IPCC itself. The IPCC has an explanation for, so it says, for warming during the period 1975 to 2000. It doesn't have an explanation for the flat period since 2000. It doesn't have an explanation for the early century.
As I just said in my testimony, corroborated by Dr. Titley, this is the warmest year ever recorded. Last year is the warmest year ever recorded until this year. This is the warmest November ever recorded. October is the warmest October ever recorded. You do not have an answer for that, Dr. May.
Yes.
You continue to ignore the chart which Dr. Titley has over his left shoulder. He has documented for this committee the warming trend, which is inexorable, inevitable in terms of its consequences unless we take action here. That's the science you're having a hard time in responding to.
The issue
here,
is
Dr.
what
Eric.
is causing the warming. Is it natural variability or is it humans?
Like Galileo, he said, no, the science.
Are you aware?
The science is clear. You are depending upon something that perhaps is God-made rather than dependent upon something that is man-made, which is anthropogenic and documented by 97% of all of the science.
Are you saying there's no natural variability, Senator? There were alligators at the North Pole. What was that? Was that you in your SUV?
What I am saying is that this warming is something that, while it may have a variability year to year in specific parts of the planet, that the trend is straight up.
Yeah. Do you know what the Little Ice Age was, Senator?
And again, it is climate change. We had 110 inches of snow in Boston last year with measurements of water 21 degrees warmer than normal off of the coast of Massachusetts. Okay? This was an unusual event for us. The warming of the ocean intensifies the amount of precipitation when Arctic air hits that water. Now, if you want to deny that, if you want to ignore that these changes are taking place and that they're having a dramatic impact, then you are in the right place.
Do you know what the winters were like at Plymouth Rock? Do you know what the winters were like at Plymouth Rock, Senator?
Well, here is the thing.
You don't. How long has your family been in Massachusetts?
We are new arrivals, and I have to admit,
you should have been there in 1750.
The Irish weren't arriving in 1750, so I apologize for being late to the country, and I'll have to chastise my grandparents for not leaving until the economic conditions in 1902 forced them here. But that notwithstanding, there is as much consensus that man is causing climate change as there is in Galileo's original theory. And
what percentage of climate change is man causing, Senator?
Excuse me, sir?
What percentage of climate change is anthropogenic?
Well, according to the scientists who are in Paris right now, which would fill pretty much the entire space of the building in which we're in right now, and the number of deniers would still be the ones who are active.
Yeah, what's
Are
the
you
percentage, Senator?
Are you aware of a recent survey of the professional members of the American Meteorological Society? When asked the question, how much is the recent changes natural versus human cause, 52% of the membership said it was majority
Dr.
human
Titley,
cause.
Dr. Titley.